Oh, oh my God. If this game had ended in the favor of Chelsea, it would have been one of those games where have come out and say, no, football is unfair because United won everything. Literally everything on the field of play, United won it. And guess what? The bloody Scott McTominay comes in through and really holds a player of Chelsea, Broja, with his two hands in the 18 yards box area. And obviously, we consider penalty, stupid penalty. But kudos to Casemiro, who really went ahead and really put in that equalizer with a very, very good header. And people sit down, those that were saying that 30 years of age, 70 million pounds. He has won us a point today. And obviously, he is really one of those midfielders that is the best in the world and saved Manchester United. Chelsea won, Manchester United won. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? Lokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. As I predicted that, I see a win for United written all over this game. If at all it's not a win for United, it's really a draw for a side which goes by the names of United and Chelsea. And obviously, that's how everything went ahead in this game of football. And United went in for a late equalizer. But obviously, a goal is a goal. No whatsoever which style it comes in through, it's a goal. And obviously this is the leveler that really put United into a draw at Stamford Bridge. This result is one of the most results that has really gone ahead to register a lot of draws in the Premier League. By the time we came into this game, this fixture had resulted into 25 draws, and now this is the 26th draw of this fixture into this game of football. So it shows you how competitive it is. But that goal, thanks to goal line technology. You see, sometimes we go on and really talk ill about VAR, goal line technology, but I believe for the goals, when the ball crosses the line, it never lies. It never lies. It never lies. Because I saw the referee coming out and really trying to wait for the watch of the goal line technology on his hand to really buzz, and obviously it vibrated. And when it vibrated, he really pointed at the center, and obviously I knew it was a goal. And obviously it was 6 minutes added in. We had played only 94 minutes and 26 seconds, and that's when Casemiro really directed that header into the back of the net. And obviously it really made Manchester United collect a point from Stamford Bridge. Well fought the lads, and I believe Erik ten Hag is going to be fuming at certain people like Scott McTominay in there for you, because they really put out United onto a very deadliest day. If I told you I had not really committed that far, obviously we might have really gone ahead to win this game. That's it. So that is Kepa trying to fight with the ball to get it off the line. And obviously the players were really watching, and Anthony Elanga was saying, it's a goal, guys, it's a goal, guys. And obviously it went to the back of the net. And then VAR came out and said it's a goal because the ball, all of it, crossed the goal line. And obviously it went inside. But it would have been an absolute steal if at all this game never went in the favor of Manchester United, because we really deserved the win. We really worked for it. And a draw, I believe that it's not even enough for us. We deserved to win this game of football because we deserved more than a draw, because we really worked a lot hard, but we couldn't finish our chances. This is something that we're going to come out and talk about into the coming minutes as far as this game of football is concerned. But our fight, at least we are having a point. Remember, by the time we went into this game of football, if at all we went in and really lost, we would have been 4 points behind Chelsea. Now we are having 20 points. Chelsea are having 21 points. And obviously we are into a game of football where everything is really going as follows, as going in the hands of the manager. And obviously the manager is not going to be happy for the draw, because we deserved a win. We created better chances. We wanted to win. And I believe this is where Anton Martial's unavailability comes in through. And I don't even go to blame Anton Martial, but I'll go ahead and really blame the Glazers in there for you, because Erik ten Hag told the Glazers that even if Ronaldo leaves or stays, I want a third striker. That's what Ten Hag really told the Glazers. But the Glazers couldn't raise money to bring in a third striker. And now in game like this is where you know that if at all we had a prolific striker with us, we would have won this game of football, because you throw him inside there, everything is done. Everything is done. I've seen people coming out and saying that we dominated a poor Tottenham Hotspur side. I want to see those same people coming out and really say the same thing onto the Chelsea side, because this is our third game in a row in the Premier League. Sorry, fourth game in a row dominating these sides. The first game was against Everton away. We dominated Everton and we won by 2-1. The other game was against a side which goes by the names of Everton. We came in through and sorry, it was Newcastle. We dominated the game of Newcastle, though we never scored any goal. Tottenham Hotspur, we dominated at Old Trafford, and people said that was a crap Spurs. They never showed up. And secondly, you at Old Trafford, let's see, you are playing Chelsea next. Obviously, the Chelsea game has come in a right time, and obviously we've gone ahead to dominate a side which goes by the names of Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge. Smash the like button, comment and share. Thank you, Nashtende Esther, for coming in through watching in from Jordan. You are really one of the best people that review this channel. I really love you and like you a lot. Thank you for really passing over the love onto this channel. We've dominated totally Chelsea. I think this has been a reality check. You see, Graham Potter came at Old Trafford while still a manager of Brighton and beat United by 2-1. Remember, Ten Hag was not used to the Premier League and he was new in here for you, and obviously he was schooled by Graham Potter. Now, take off that one game. Ten Hag meets Graham Potter again after playing more 9 games, and guess what has happened? Ten Hag has really schooled Graham Potter. Yet Graham Potter really has a better squad, because when you look at Graham Potter, he has a striker in the names of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. The midfield is good, and obviously having better players. But Ten Hag has gone ahead to school him because we totally dominated Chelsea. Each and everything wanted to use the ball for. Chelsea couldn't stop us. The only problem was we lacked a focal point that could link us to, that could really make runs into the box of Chelsea to really go on and really make it possible for people like Anthony and Bruno Fernandes or Eriksson to come in and really put in those balls that would have resulted into assists that would have been goals. So I believe Graham Potter has been schooled by Erik ten Hag that this squad of Manchester United is really looking better and better and better. Let me show you some of the chances that we would have really gone ahead to score into this game of football. This man, Marcus Rashford, let me show you this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see, Bruno releases Rashford. Rashford faces the goalkeeper. And for how many times, I don't know. But in the game of Spurs, he got close to 3 chances like those. He couldn't bag out any to the back of the net. The game of Chelsea, he has gotten 2 chances like those. One created by Bruno, one created by himself, but he couldn't finish. So that shows you that if at all you're having a clinical center forward, you can come on and really kill off these games. So I believe we lacked a center forward to kill off those games, because Rashford couldn't really do the needful, because he had close to 2 chances where I would have found himself in where I would have found putting United ahead, but he couldn't, because he is not that kind of player who is used as playing as a center forward, and he's not good at acting in tight spaces, as you see here for you. If it's Martial here, just dinks that ball over the goalkeeper and goes into the back of the net, and obviously we are going to the corner flag to celebrate, but Rashford couldn't really go ahead and really put those chances into the back of the net. So I believe Ten Hag is going ahead to disprove very many people in the Premier League that I'm really one of those managers that you said I'm coming in from the Eredivisie and I'm here to dominate. I believe the only team that has only beat us is Chelsea, and we've finished playing all those top 5 teams. And here are the results and how things really went down for a side which goes by Manchester United as far as this game of football were concerned. We first beat Liverpool 2-1. We beat Arsenal 3-1. We were beaten by Man City 6-3. We beat Spurs by 2 goals to nil, and we've drawn with Chelsea, obviously. So it shows you that every big team that has gone at Manchester United that is in the top 6 has suffered at Old Trafford with a defeat. And we've lost to Man City. Obviously, losing at Man City for us, to me, I don't really take it as a very big blame to the players, because City have been here for so long, but the problem is the number of goals they scored against us. That's the problem. But losing at City, I believe any team, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, going at City, Etihad, I think they're going to suffer there. They are really going to be beaten, according to me, and getting a draw at Chelsea, meaning that in those 5 games, we've managed to collect 10 points out of the possible 15. That's it. And we've won all of the games at home, and we've lost one and drawn away at home. What a way to go in and really start in that season of Erik ten Hag like that, because it's so much great for a manager like Erik ten Hag to go on and really get a result like this in such games, because he has only lost to a team which goes by the names of Man City, and I think no one is going to come here and really blame him for really conceding into such a team in there for you. But I want to talk about something. Where is it? Scott McTominay, where are you? Because I want to discuss this Scott McTominay effect. And you see, I tell you that the professionalism of certain players is really questionable. Like this one of Scott McTominay. Look at this. Look at this. Why in this world would Scott McTominay go ahead and really hold this player like this? You get? In the 18-yard box area, you know that's where you are, and you start out to come out and complain that you've not touched him and it's not a penalty. That was a clear penalty. And the referee was spot on, and Scott McTominay had costed us this game. And I believe every time he comes on to play like this and he doesn't put in performance you expect from him, obviously he is really extending himself from the starting position of Manchester United, because it looks like even Freddie came in through and really played very well in the game of Newcastle. And I believe he's now ahead of him in the picking order, because Freddie came on fast. I think in the 58th minute, that's when Freddie came on the field of play, and Scott McTominay was still on the bench and he couldn't make it to the starting 11 of Manchester United. So I believe this has costed us, and Scott McTominay needs to be answerable for this. And I know Ten Hag is going to be filming. This resulted into Jorginho taking that penalty and sent David De Gea the wrong way in the 86th minute. And obviously, Chelsea were leading by 1-0. And if at all it was not by Casemiro, with that wonder header of his, we would have been there nursing wounds, like how Arsenal really did at Old Trafford. They played better, but they lost the game. And today we played better, created chances, failed to convert them, and obviously went ahead to really get that equalizer from Casemiro. And obviously, I believe it's really a very good game that we played today. Nice display, one-touch passing. And I believe, however much Ten Hag said that it's going to take us close to months to go ahead and really adapt that Ajax style of play, or his style of play that he really wants to see these players that Manchester United playing in. Obviously, I believe it's not going to take all that. I believe it's not going to take all those minutes. It's really going to go on and really be quicker and easier than how I expected. So Scott McTominay is answerable for this, and I know Ten Hag is going to go hard on him, and that's not how they defend. That's not how they defend, and we need to be so much great in set pieces, because in the game of Man City, we considered a set piece like that. You get? So I believe we should not go ahead and really concede goals, because we had gone ahead to play 2 games and we had kept clean sheets against Newcastle. We kept a clean sheet against Omonia. We kept a clean sheet against Spurs. Now, how come we concede a goal against Chelsea that is a penalty? Very stupid goal because of Scott McTominay clumsy foul in there for you. And obviously, we failed to concede against Tottenham Hotspur that has center forwards that are really so much clinical. Son Heung-min and Harry Kane couldn't score against us, and Chelsea scored against us. I believe we would have kept a clean sheet, and it shows you that whenever Rafael Varane is away, we are really in panic. That's it. And it has been another big blow in there for you that he has really gotten off the pitch. And obviously, it's really something that we need to go on and really work upon, that we see to it that Lindelof really fits better into that lineup, because it looks like Rafael Varane won't give us a stretch of 5 games consecutively. You come on and play 4-3-4, then he gets injured and then he gets back. But David De Gea pulled up a very fantastic save in the 72nd minute when Chalobah really directed his effort over the bar, but David De Gea had followed its direction, and obviously I know he would have refisted it over the bar if at all it was going to go into the goal of Manchester United. But Chelsea never had lots of shots on target. They only had 2 shots on target. This one was not even on target because it went over the bar, but they came close. This is the only time they came close to our goal. That's it. So it shows you how defensive we are. Even if Rafael Varane got an injury and really was limped off the field of play, Chelsea couldn't come close to us, and that's good. That shows how good we are, and the credit should go to a man who goes by the names of Casemiro onto that central defensive midfield area of Manchester United, because really gives us a lot of cover into that area. But we've played very well, a win that we deserved but never went our way. But obviously it resulted in a draw, and I know very many people would have been furious, because if at all we lost that game of football, people like Scott McTominay are going to be trolled all over on social media, because that is what they would have deserved. Because you can't come out and spoil a party like this that we had really put up in a very calm and good manner in there for you. Now, let's talk about this. You see, Rafael Varane tries to put his stud to stop Aubameyang. He couldn't. After that, we see him when he's down. In a lot of pain. This is a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane. And then obviously he walks off the pitch crying in tears. That's it. And if it's any injury, the World Cup has how many days left? Because today is 22nd, 9 days to the end of this month. Close to 30 days left for the World Cup to start. Can he will return in 30 days? That's it. Because the World Cup is around the corner, and I believe the reason as to why he was crying, first and foremost, the World Cup, because he knows he's going to miss the World Cup because of that knee injury. Because the moment it takes a month, that is out for a full month, I think they're not going to take him to the World Cup. Then, secondly, it's that he has just returned from injury, and he believes that when he's in the United team, we perform better, and he has just returned from injury, and obviously he's walking off the field of play. That is so much annoying to him, and that's why he's crying, because he returned the game of Everton, played 3 minutes. He then played in the game of a team which goes by the names of Newcastle 90 minutes. He played 90 minutes in the game of Tottenham Hotspur, and he has played 58 minutes in the game of Chelsea, and obviously he has gotten an injury and is back onto the bed. So that is why he's crying. You see, this is where you come out and really feel pity for the manager of Manchester United, that is Erik ten Hag, because look at this. Antoine Martial is injured. He's just returning. Harry Maguire is just returning. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is just returning. And then our best central defender gets an injury. And this is the time you come in through and ask yourself, why is all this happening to Manchester United at this particular period of time? That's the big question. But obviously, Lindelof managed to come in through and played very well, because I believe that Lindelof and Lisandro Martinez are better partnership than Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez, because Harry Maguire, to me, is a calamity, and obviously Rafael Varane is out. What does that mean for Manchester United? Each and every time you're having Rafael Varane, we really look solid and great, but each and every time he's out, we really look vulnerable. So I don't know what's going to happen at the club and how they're going to handle it. Does Erik ten Hag decide to go on and really sign in central defenders, because we are really looking bad? Tuanzebe has not yet returned, and I believe if at all Tuanzebe will return, it's really going to be a very good game of football altogether for a team which goes by names of Manchester United, because I believe Tuanzebe can come out and force himself to this lineup. He can, because he's fast, good on the ball, and he's energetic. But let's wait and see what Ten Hag is going to go on and decide. The other point I noted in this game of football, as we played it very well, was this. That is it. That set piece, Eriksen tells all these players that, please, I'm going to take it. Rashford comes in to take it. And this is where I pose the question, who is responsible for taking our free kicks? That's it. Who is responsible for taking our free kicks? Because it looks like we have no player to take our free kicks, and this is so much alarming. To me, I believe no player is better than Christian Eriksen when it comes to taking those free kicks at Manchester United. No player is nowhere near that guy. in the names of Eriksen. And I believe Eriksen is better at taking those free kicks than any of those players at Manchester United. But why does Rashford take them? That's it. I've seen him come out and displace Eriksen, and then he goes into that position to take it. Yet that was a very perfect position for Eriksen to really get us a goal. It was a very perfect position for Eriksen to get us a goal. And obviously, that didn't go our way because Rashford came in through and he hit the ball into the wall and it went this side. So I believe we deserve some discipline into this game of football. And obviously, we deserve a lot of things into this set piece taking. For the corners, I'm so much okay with them because I believe United are really trying to build from the corner flag here when the set piece is being taken, especially from the corner flag. And obviously we build until we really reach the 18 yards box area of the opponent. Though the execution has not yet produced results, but I know game in, game out, that execution is going to go on and really produce results. And for the very first time in the game of Spurs, that's when I saw that our set piece coach is really trying to go on and really put in or put out certain preparations in the training that are really preparing us for these set pieces, because I want to see United scoring in a set piece. That's it. I really want to see us scoring in a set piece, because if we don't do so, then when we really do so, because other teams go ahead and really score in set pieces, like today, a penalty we've considered has come from a set piece, and obviously I want to see things happening like that at a side which goes by names of Manchester United. So smash the like button. We're having close to 200 people watching in, and only 16 people are liking this video. That is so shameful in here onto this channel. We need to go ahead and really get in more and more and more and more people to watch into these videos. Now, Manchester United obviously had the lion's share of everything. And for confirmation, if at all you've not yet known about this game of football, it has ended 1-1. A penalty scored by Jorginho for Chelsea, and guess who leveled for Manchester United? It's Casemiro with that wonder header. Let me show you how much we dominated Chelsea in this game of football. 60 shots, 6 shots, 13 shots by United, 2 shots on target by Chelsea, 6 shots on target by Manchester United, 47% possession by Chelsea, 53% ball possession by Chelsea, 402 passes by Chelsea, 462 passes by Manchester United, 77% passing accuracy, 77% passing accuracy by Manchester United, 8 fouls by Chelsea, 10 fouls by Manchester United, 1 yellow card for Chelsea, and 4 yellow cards for Manchester United, 0 red cards to both sides, 2 offsides for Chelsea, 3 for Manchester United, 6 corners for Chelsea, and 4 corners for Manchester United. So, if at all you really want to get me your view, rush into the live chat and tell me what you think about this result of football. Arsenal still on top of the table, 10 games played, 27 points. Man City, 11 games played, 26 points. Tottenham Hotspur, 11 games played, 23 points. Chelsea, 11 games played, 21 points. Manchester United, 11 games played, 20 points, meaning that we are just 1 point away from entering the top 4 of the Premier League, which is not bad according to me. It's really something great that should come in here and really talking about on a daily and jubilate about today. Let me get into your live comments in there for you that you put in the live chat. I start with Nachitende Esther, but Manchester United is above the ordinary because is having 10 points out of 15 from the big 6. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And I really talked about it into the breakdown of this game of football as we beat a team which goes by the name of Chelsea. Out of the top 6, we've played 5 of the teams in the first round of the Premier League. And obviously, we've scored 10 out of 15. And if at all, in the second half, in the second leg of the Premier League, we go ahead and really get more 10 points out of these top 6, because I know Chelsea and Man City are visiting us at Old Trafford and they're really going to surf on their sword. And I know we can go at the new White Hart Lane, that is the Spurs Stadium, and we'll win that game of football. Those are 9 points, and I believe we can force a draw at Arsenal. Those are 10. So at Liverpool Anfield, it's going to be a very hard game for us to go on and really dominate there. But I know we can go ahead and really turn results around, because you're going to be a much more better team. Then we dominated the game. Obviously, we did 100% dominate the game of football as we played the side which goes by the names of Chelsea. McTominay killed according to what we had done here. He had killed the game, by the way, because you come on in the game like that. That's not how they defend corners, because it's written nowhere that when you're defending someone in a corner, you should be standing behind. You should be standing behind him. You should be in front of him, all shoulder to shoulder with him. That's it. You get, or you call someone else to come and stand in front of that player. You get, that's what Scott McTominay had to do. But he went in for a very foolish mistake that Erik ten Hag is going to punish him about, or punish him for. Then Nachitende Esther, people should know that only Manchester United score without penalties. Yeah, by the way, have we scored a goal of a penalty in the Premier League this season? I think we've only scored a goal of a penalty in the UEFA Europa League that Ronaldo scored against Sheriff away. But the rest of the games, we've been scoring goals in open play. That's it. So I believe if at all we continue to score most of the goals in open play, then we're going to be a much better team. Then I'm having Tumwebaze Collins. I really appreciate the performance. Me too. I appreciate the performance. Let Anton Martial come back. Rashford will be benched. Rashford can't be benched because I believe Sancho is struggling playing off that left attacking side of the midfield. That's why they took him off in the 58th minute and they brought on Freddy Rodriguez. So I believe when Martial returns, Martial will the line and Rashford will play as a left attack midfielder. So I believe he's not going to be benched, as Nachitende is saying in that for you. Then I'm having James Donker. Greetings from Ghana. Thank you for watching in from Ghana. Then I'm having Nachitende Esther McTominay killed the game. Yeah, he killed it. You never knew it would have been even 3 points for Manchester United. And obviously, Casemiro is the man of the match. Obviously, no one's going to doubt that. Then I'm having Thomas Donko. I'm not happy at all. How can you play this game and draw because Chelsea did not play anything? No, they really played and put up resistance, but I believe we failed to convert our chances. And this is something that we should go on and really kill off games in the first half. In the game of a team which goes by names of Spurs, we would have scored close to 3 goals because we had 19 shots. And I think close to 4 of those were on target, and we couldn't score goals in the first half. This is something that we should go on and really work upon as a team of Manchester United, that in the first half, we should go on and really score these goals. But that doesn't surprise me because all of these 2 games have been dominant. We've been not playing with a prolific center forward leading our line. I believe Anton Martial is back, and him being back, we are really going to be a threat as the next teams are going to play. The next 4 fixtures we are left in the Premier League to go in the World Cup break, I believe we can go ahead and really capitalize onto them and really see ourselves really getting wins in here. Then I'm having Luis Mwenda telling me Blues forever. Chelsea fan in there for you watching our channel. Thank you for watching in. But I just want to let you know that you have a long way to go, Chelsea. That's it. Because if we've come out and dominated you like that, then the return leg at Old Trafford is really going to be a different game altogether, because we are going to dominate you, and I believe that our strikers will be available and we are going to be scoring goals in and out. Then Chelsea has been at home. Yeah, they've been at home, and obviously we've dominated them totally. We've made them hard. We've made life hard for them at Stamford Bridge, and I believe they're outside there trying to go on and really do the needful in there for you and really put our excuses. But obviously, we've really dominated them. And obviously, that Ten Hag ball is really developing. I've seen the 1 touches, 0 touches, quick passing, sitting down players. You get a planned way of attack is what I've seen today at Old Trafford, and United have gone ahead to annihilate Chelsea, though we failed to get a win. But obviously, the win was well deserved for United. But obviously, if you don't convert your chances into goals, then you are really not to blame anyone for the result. That's it. So the result right now, 1-1, and Manchester United is really not beaten in the last 4 games they've played. Ever since losing to Man City, we've managed to come back and really get 8 points out of the possible 12. You get 4 games played, and now we are having 8 out of the possible 12. Not a bad result. In those, we've played Spurs and Chelsea, and obviously we've only drawn with Chelsea and Newcastle, of which I believe we well deserved to win those games. The game of Newcastle, the referee was not on our side. He was really so much naive, and he has been relegated to go and really officiate games in the Championship, something that costed us that game. But obviously, I believe we were a better team in all those games. Then Barista David, Mr. David, we need a striker. Yeah, we need 3 strikers at Manchester United. Amid this Ronaldo being there, Anthony Martial being there, the manager Erik ten Hag says that he really wants a 3rd striker. In his team, he wants to be having 3 strikers. That's what Erik ten Hag is really telling us. Then I'm having Isabel Ronald Molinda. We really need a typical number 9. We have them. Anthony Martial is back, but I think they never wanted to hurry him back to play this game of Chelsea. Ronaldo, I think if at all he apologizes to the players as Erik ten Hag has told him, he's going to be available. And obviously, if at all we can sign in one in January, then it's really going to be good for our team. Then I'm having Aino Mugisha Willie. We need the typical striker. Seriously, you're right. Greetings from Uganda. Aaron, thank you for watching in. Uganda, which side of Uganda are you watching in from? Nachitende Esther, even Man City won us because we lacked confidence, but we are playing well. Yeah, we are playing well. And I know this season is really going to be on and off, but I really like the way the players have put up an intensity against Chelsea. I think we've run more than them. We've shown that we liked these points more than them. And even when we got that goal through a penalty, we considered a goal through a penalty that would have really put the spirits of the players of United down. These players never really down tools, and they really went ahead to say, all right, we need to win this game. And you saw the importance of players like Casemiro, because a Casemiro kind of player comes in and really does the needful, because you are really basing on his experience, because he knows the game is done not until the referee blows the last whistle. And in the 94th minute, he came in through and made it happen, and obviously leveled the game of Manchester United. Then Thomas Donko, Broja is a player who cannot score. How can you commit this stupid penalty? It's because of Scott McTominay's foul. That's it. If at all Scott McTominay never came up to really do that foul, then he wouldn't have really considered the penalty. He wouldn't have considered the penalty. That's it. It's all because of Scott McTominay's foul in there for you. And I know Mugisha Willie, I'm impressed by Dalot every day. Dalot is really something else. And I believe he's responsible for the assist of the goal of a man who goes by the names of Casemiro. Not so. I believe he's responsible for that. And he's the one who crosses that ball to come into the 18-yard box area and obviously heads it home into the back of the net to make it United 1 and a side which goes by the names of Chelsea 1. Very much well brought in result, and I believe we deserved something better out of this game of football. And I believe that it's just the start of things, and obviously we are really going to go ahead and really see more of this into this game of football as we really come up and do this onto the United Matters channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It has been a very much well brought in cross by a man who goes by the names of Luke Shaw, and obviously we went ahead to really go ahead and really score that goal. This is something I really went ahead to talk about, that we need to see these people bring in crosses, and this is what I want to see. I really want to see this a lot and many times into our game of football, because you see, out of the open play and really build up of tiki-taka, things had not gone our way. But guess what? It was when we really decided to go on and really put in that cross, obviously, into that 18 yards box area of Chelsea. And Casemiro was behind a man who goes by the names of Chilwell, and Chilwell couldn't really stop that ball from going in. And obviously, from going to Casemiro. And you see, behind these left back of Chelsea, that is Chilwell, there were two players of Manchester United, Scott McTominay and Casemiro. And obviously, guess what happened? Casemiro headed it home, and it was that goal that gave United the 1 point that were deserved, a side which goes by names of Stamford Bridge. That's it. But remember, this game has registered that 26th draw in it. Remember that. McTominay's game was dirty. Yeah. And I believe he's having a lot of pressure, because having been starting in all those games, and then you get suspended, Fred comes in through and plays well. Eriksen gets some bit of sickness. Fred comes in through and really plays well. I believe with the skill set of Freddie, Eriksson, and Casemiro, I believe now Scott McTominay is in the fourth picking order at Manchester United. Then Dralu Jr., Manchester United. Thank you for watching in. Then Isabidi. Sorry about that. Isabidi Ronald Molinda. Elanga needs playing time, bro. Yeah, he really came on and really put in some pace, obviously. But I think he's going to get some playing time in the midweek when you're playing Shelf at Old Trafford. Then Nachitende Esther, Ten Hag solved defense and midfield problems, but striking line, yeah. Martial needs to work on his fitness because those injuries that are really recurring are really costing us. Because I believe the game of Newcastle, when you have Anton Martial, you win it. The game of Man City, you start with Anton Martial, you win it because he gives you something different up front. This game of Chelsea, have Martial in the first half, you score 2 goals. In the game of Spurs, you're having Anton Martial, those chances Rashford is getting, obviously, you see yourself win them. That's it. Barrister David, brother, do you think Varane, he will come back soon? We are waiting to see because it's going to be a scan and it's going to be conducted on Monday. So by tomorrow evening or Tuesday morning, we'll be knowing whether Rafael Varane is really going to be out for so long or not for so long. But I believe he has gotten a knee injury, not the other injury that he got while playing at Chelsea. I think it's a knee injury and I don't see him coming back early enough. Thank you guys for watching in. I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. All of you have been massive. I'm returning with the manager's reaction and obviously what we call the player ratings. I sign out for now. See you later.